Continues her superb form in this early part of the season.
Jacious Sears just shocked the track world. In an electrifying performance at the 2025 Millrose Games, she blazed through the 60-meter dash in 7.02 seconds, the fastest time of the year. That's not just a personal best, it's a statement. After missing the 2024 Olympic trials, Sears is back, faster than ever, and her explosive speed might just spell trouble for Sha'Carri Richardson. Could this be the beginning of a rivalry that changes sprinting forever? Sears didn't just win the Millrose Games, she dominated. That time wasn't just the fastest in the world this year. It also placed her 22nd all-time in the indoor 60-meter rankings. That's a massive achievement, especially for someone still in the early stages of her professional career. But this wasn't just about a race, it was about making a statement. The road to this moment wasn't easy. In 2024, Sears suffered a devastating injury, forcing her to sit out the Olympic trials and miss the entire outdoor season. At the time, many believed that her momentum had been halted and her Olympic dreams were slipping away. But instead of letting that setback define her, she used it as fuel. Under the guidance of Coach Dwayne Ross, Sears focused on rebuilding her strength, perfecting her race model, and ensuring that when she returned, she would be better than before. Winning the Millrose Games wasn't just about setting a world-leading time, it was proof that she belongs among the elite. Her 7.02-second finish wasn't a fluke. It was the result of sheer determination, hard work, and perseverance. What makes it even more impressive? Her consistency. Earlier in the season, she had already run 7.11 seconds, proving that she was on an upward trajectory. The sprinting world is buzzing about Jacious Sears versus Sha'Carri Richardson. And for good reason. Richardson has been the undisputed queen of American sprinting. But Sears' rapid rise could lead to a major power shift in the coming months. On paper, Richardson still holds the edge in the 100 meters. Her personal best stands at 10.65 seconds, while Sears' fastest time is 10.77 seconds. That might not seem like a huge difference, but in sprinting, a fraction of a second is everything. The real intrigue lies in how Sears' 60-meter dominance could translate to the 100-meter. Sears has something that very few sprinters possess: a near-perfect start. Her acceleration out of the blocks is unmatched, and this is where she could seriously challenge Richardson. While Sha'Carri is known for her incredible top-end speed, she doesn't always get the best start. If Sears can explode off the blocks and gain an early lead in the first 30 meters, she could make it difficult for Richardson, or any other competitor, to catch up. This is exactly what former Olympic champion Justin Gatlin pointed out when analyzing Sears' race model. Gatlin, a sprinting legend himself, explained that Sears doesn't just win races, she creates separation from the rest of the field. Her ability to build speed early and maintain it is what makes her so dangerous. He even compared her technique and execution to some of the greatest sprinters in history. That kind of praise from a champion like Gatlin is no small thing. It's one thing to be fast, but it's another to have a race strategy that makes even the best in the world take notice. Another major indicator of Sears' potential is her recent Nike sponsorship. When a global brand like Nike invests in an athlete, it's not just about endorsements. It's about recognition from the biggest stakeholders in the sport. Nike believes that Sears has what it takes to be the next face of American sprinting, and that alone should put her rivals on high alert. Sears was on fire heading into 2024, showing incredible promise as one of America's next big sprinting stars. Then, just like that, everything came to a halt. She suffered an injury at the SEC Championships in the 100-meter final, which ended her season before she even had a chance to compete in the Olympic trials. For many athletes, an injury like that can be devastating. Missing out on a shot at the Olympics is every sprinter's worst nightmare. But Sears didn't let that moment define her. Instead of rushing back and risking long-term damage, she and Coach Dwayne Ross made a bold decision to skip the Olympic trials and focus entirely on her long-term development. Even though she was reportedly healthy enough to race, Ross believed that her future was more important than one event, even if that event was the biggest stage in sports. Jacious Sears is making it clear she's here to stay. After missing her Olympic opportunity in 2024, she has returned in 2025, looking stronger, faster, and more confident than ever. But the big question remains, can she maintain this form when the stakes are higher? Can she transition from being a dominant indoor sprinter to taking over the outdoor 100 meters? Her early performances suggest that she's heading in the right direction. Sears' 60-meter times have been world-class, but translating that speed to the 100-meter will require more than just explosive starts. Sprinting legends like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Carmelita Jeter used their superior acceleration to dominate the 100 meters, and Sears could follow a similar path. If she develops better endurance to complement her quick starts, she could become an even bigger threat on the track. One thing that makes Sears special is her ability to execute under pressure. The 60-meter is a highly competitive event, and winning a race like the Milrose Games proves that she thrives in high-stakes environments. But the real test will come when she faces the best in the world in the outdoor season. Will she be able to go head-to-head with the likes of Sha'Carri Richardson, Shericka Jackson, and Julian Alfred? That's the matchup track fans are waiting to see. Richardson has been the face of American sprinting, but track and field is always evolving. New stars emerge, and rivalries create excitement for the sport. If Sears continues her rise, she could become Richardson's biggest domestic rival. Track analysts have already started debating whether Sears could challenge Richardson's dominance in the U.S. sprinting scene. There's a clear difference between the two athletes. Sears excels in the first half of the race, while Richardson is known for her top-end speed. This contrast makes their potential duels even more interesting. If Sears can get a strong start and put distance between herself and the competition early, she could force Richardson to chase her down, something that isn't always guaranteed in high-pressure situations. Justin Gatlin, a former Olympic gold medalist, recently analyzed Sears' performance and pointed out that she has the technical skills of a world-class sprinter. He emphasized that Sears doesn't just react to the gun, she launches herself forward with power and efficiency. That kind of technique can make the difference in championship-level racing. Nike's investment in Sears also indicates that she's being positioned as the next big name in sprinting. Track and field sponsors don't just sign athletes, they build marketing campaigns around those they believe can take over the sport. With the right coaching and continued improvements, Sears has the potential to be America's next breakout star. With the outdoor season approaching, the big question is whether Sears can maintain her dominance. The 100 meters is different from the 60 meters. The extra 40 meters demand endurance, strength, and late race control. If Sears wants to be a title contender in Paris 2028, she'll need to master the second half of the race. This means working on speed endurance, fine-tuning her mechanics, and staying healthy throughout the long track season. The American sprinting scene is stacked with talent. Even before Sears gets to Richardson, she'll have to battle experienced sprinters like Tamari Davis, Melissa Jefferson, and Twanisha Terry. Each of these women has international experience and knows what it takes to compete at the highest level. Sears may be faster than most of them over 60 meters, but 100-meter racing brings different challenges. Sears' ability to stay composed in pressure-filled races will be key. Every top sprinter faces adversity at some point, whether it's injury, competition setbacks, or external pressure. How she handles these challenges will determine whether she can transition from an indoor specialist to a true world-class 100-meter runner. Sears' progression has been steady, and her performances are drawing comparisons to some of the greatest sprinters in history. While it is still early in the season, the fact that she is already running world-class times indoors shows that she could be a serious contender outdoors as well. She has the fundamentals: explosive starts, efficient acceleration, and great mechanics. But to become the best, she needs to master the full 100 meters. That's where training will play a major role. Many sprinters who excel in the 60-meter struggle when transitioning to the outdoor season, where endurance and top-end speed are more critical. This is where Sears' work with her coaching team becomes crucial. If she can maintain her speed beyond the first 60 meters and improve her closing phase, she will become a serious medal threat. With every race, she is inching closer to becoming the next big name in American sprinting. The talent is there, the determination is evident, and the opportunity is waiting. All that's left is for Sears to keep doing what she does best, running fast and proving her doubters wrong.